It gives me great pleasure to introduce the first of our student speakers, Ms. Riley Moyer.
Good morning and welcome to Greeley Central High School's Class of 2017 graduation, a day 13 years in the making. Thank you all for coming to honor this incredible class and all of our accomplishments. Wildcats, this day signifies all the late nights, sacrifices, blood, sweat, and yes, plenty of tears from the roller coaster that is high school. Looking out at my peers, I'm amazed by all of the different stories and paths that led up to this day, and we should all be proud to be a part of that. We cannot forget that today is also a tribute to you, parents, families, and friends, who motivated us all the way through this journey, and to our teachers and administrators who made crossing the stage possible for us. Today, we honor you and your dedication to helping us reach this milestone. This accomplishment also required individual perseverance, ambition, and dedication. So students, you earned this. We earned this as products of the beautiful school we called home for the past 4 years. As the ceremony goes on, I challenge you all to think of the legacy you left behind on the school, and you value the mark it left on you. Later in the ceremony, after you cross the stage with your diploma, you will each receive an orange carnation. This flower represents your growth into the individual you have become over the course of your high school careers, and the growth still yet to come. This is just the start for these future Broadway performers, athletes, doctors, businessmen and women, scientists, and people that get to define their own futures. So here's to a day we will likely never forget, and the effort it took to get here. Embrace what this ceremony represents and appreciate your time with the people around you. I am honored to graduate together as the class of 2017, because once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Thank you. Now I would like to welcome Cassandra Vega Lucero to the stage.
Good morning to you all. Buenos días a todos. It is a great pleasure to have everyone here on this special morning. On behalf of Class of 2017, I'd like to thank our families for being a continuous source of motivation and support, for cheering us on this bumpy journey we called high school, and for telling us to get our life together when they caught us binge watching entire seasons on Netflix. En pocas palabras, muchas gracias a nuestras familias por su apoyo y por decirnos que nos pusiéramos las pilas. I would also like to thank the teachers and staff at Greeley Central for supporting each and every one of us these last 4 years, for guiding us in the right direction, and for putting up with our incessant complaining and senioritis these last few months. Well, more like this past year. After receiving all of this support from our families, teachers, and staff, it is my honor and pleasure to say we finally did it. Woo! Now, before I continue, I bet everyone is expecting me to say this sappy, we worked really hard to get here speech. But here's the thing, I'm not. A lot has happened before today. Dinosaurs roamed the earth. The light bulb was invented. Dory got her own movie. And most importantly, our parents blessed the world with our existence. In our 18 or so years, we have survived the world ending in 2012, an earthquake in 2014, and believe it or not, clown threats in 2016. Nothing can stop us now, right? Wrong. Being indecisive will, which is why I want to talk about making choices. If you want to eat Fruity Pebbles for dinner, you do it. If you want to dye your hair orange, you do it. If you want to take a path different from the one other people want you to take, you take it. The goal is to develop into who you are destined to be, not who others want you to be. Do what makes you happy. Haz lo que te haga feliz. It may be going to college, or it may be going straight into the workforce. The great and poetic philosopher Drake once said, "You know, life is what we make it, and a chance is like a picture. It'd be nice if you just take it." You are the only person that knows what you truly want, so why let what other people want control you? You should value yourself and decide your own future. You know, we are worth more than we think. Valemos más de lo que pensamos. As we grew up, we were important to our parents. As we attended school, we were important to the teachers. As we become somewhat responsible adults, we are important to society. And when we die, we will be important to the decomposers in the food chain. Unfortunately, though, after today, we will probably never see the majority of our class again. Therefore, I hope everyone listens to themselves instead of falling into peer pressure, and I also hope that Fast and Furious 20 is as great as the rest of them. As I say goodbye, I'd like to thank our parents, especially our moms, for always being there for us, for making sure that we ate when we got busy, and for turning the lights off when we fell asleep during homework. Me gustaría agradecerle a nuestros padres, especialmente a nuestras mamás, por siempre darnos su apoyo, por asegurarse de que comiéramos cuando estábamos ocupados o ocupadas, y por apagar las luces y la televisión cuando nos quedábamos dormidos o dormidas haciendo la tarea. Mom, muchas gracias por todo, porque sin su apoyo no estaría donde estoy. I would also like to ask the audience, filled with our supporters, to join me in giving the graduating class of 2017 a well-deserved round of applause.
We grow up dreaming to someday do what we love, to one day be happy, to chase our heart's deepest desires, to be free. Some of us grew up wanting to be a doctor, to help people, or be a veterinarian to take care of baby animals. Others of us grew up wanting to be artists, to compose music or make films, to change the world with the way we write, or in the way we capture moments with our paintbrush. But somewhere along the way, we lose sight of our dreams, we lose touch with our hearts, and we somehow begin believing the illusion that money, fame, and ease are really what our hearts want. Somewhere along the way, we forget how to dream, and we learn how to doubt ourselves, shortchanging something beautiful for something false. Somewhere along the way, we grow colorblind to the world around us, and we believe that we will never be able to change it. We believe that our life doesn't matter, and that no matter how hard we try, it will never amount to anything. You tell yourself you're not smart enough to be a doctor, you're too distracted to go to law school, you don't have enough money to go to vet school, and that no one cares about the way you view the world through your paintbrush. You've drawn out your life in your mind and tattooed it on your heart, but you don't realize you're covering up the beautiful dreams in your heart with the ink of insecurity. And you do it in the name of safety. You say you want an easy future, a predictable future, a simple, happy future that doesn't take all the work, the money, the unpredictability. So you choose to settle. Somewhere along the way, you grew up and stopped dreaming. It's like a little boy who fell in love with the ocean, collecting the little seashells and catching the little fishes, feeling the sand between his toes, listening to the gentle lapping of the waves. But one day he learned the danger of the ocean, the unpredictability of the current. So he turned away from the sound of the waves and chose to play in a fountain a distance away, a fountain where people come to toss their pennies and dimes, make wishes, and then forget about them. The little boy grew up. He visited the well every day, tossing in a penny or two, wishing to play in the ocean like he once did as a boy, and then would turn away to forget those dreams. Yes, it is a dangerous world out there. Yes, it is unknown and new to those of us who are not yet ready to leave the comfort of our homes and families, the familiar people and places, the safety. But we're peering into our future through a crack in the door, through tiny binoculars, afraid to see what's ahead or what we'll measure up to. So instead of venturing out and pursuing what we love, we turn around and choose to wade in the wishing well, tossing our pennies and dimes into the shallow water like they're not worth anything. Spending time looking at a reflection of our dreams, instead of chasing down our dreams and looking them straight in the eye. Now is your time, class of 2017. This moment presents to you the crucible upon which your future is decided. Not necessarily what you will do in your life, but how you will approach your future. Stop telling yourself that you aren't smart enough, you aren't brave enough, or able enough to do what you love, what you truly love. And start telling yourself to take risks, to be brave, to follow your heart. Don't be afraid of your dreams. Your dreams may be expensive, unpredictable, and uncharted, but you are beautifully and wonderfully made to have those dreams, to chase the deepest desires in your heart, to be brave. Yes, my dearly loved, unique, world-changing friends, don't be afraid to dream. And then don't be afraid of chasing after those dreams.
The next speaker I would like to introduce is a hardworking and fully dedicated student. I have witnessed him accomplish everything he sets his mind to. He has been a good role model for the class of 2017 and for each student at Greeley Central. Please welcome Hayden Smith.
High school. 4 long, or honestly pretty quick years have come to their close. Class of 2017, we made it. Hopefully, that is the end of a long list of cliches readily available for a graduation speech, like how you've had roughly 73,000 hours of school since kindergarten, or how you're the generation who both suffered through and ultimately defeated standardized tests. 7 of them, assuming you didn't take AP tests, which a lot of us certainly trudged through. Honestly, a whole lot of our high school experience has been defined by numbers. GPA, class rank, ACT scores, single period absences, and how you could count on one hand the number of times you were actually in your first block on time. So here are some more fun statistics if you'd rather remember more memorable numbers. Degrassi, or as we know him, Drake, has released 5 albums that have gone platinum since we started high school. 44 million people learned how to hit the Quan on YouTube. 193 million juju'd on the beat, and 42 million dropped that thun-thun despite specifically being told not to. Maybe you finally got 100 likes on your Instagram picture, except it was of your dog. Some of you may be able to count your number of boyfriends and girlfriends with one finger, while others, Michael, might need all of your fingers and toes. Some of us finally hit 5 feet tall, Tanner, and others of us have a strong disliking for the number 49, or just how far away it is from 48, the last spot in the playoffs. No matter your number, your path, or the countless experiences that brought you here, I think it would be wrong not to thank those you love who are here today. And just to clarify, yes, Mr. Smith is in fact my father. Thank them for dealing with you when you were tired and rude, for not grounding you when your grade in algebra was probably lower than it should have been, but mostly for being the support system that you needed to walk across the stage today. But this isn't their day, it's ours, so they can take the credit later. Class of 2017, I said I'd try not to use cliches, so let me be brutally honest with you. We aren't the class that changed Greeley Central forever. I'd argue, however, that we are the class that allowed ourselves to be changed by Greeley Central forever. We came together at the loss of our dear friends, Matt, Mono, and Bobby, We transformed from immature, goofy-looking freshmen to, well, immature, goofy-looking seniors. We had a record number of students freshman year and the highest number of AP students ever at Greeley Central. For some of you, the fight song became every bit a part of your soul as the blood coursing through your veins. And for those of you who still don't know or sing it, you are an expletive I most likely cannot say on stage. High school certainly taught us plenty of lessons. Like if you're going to be late to class, make sure it wasn't Mr. Shaw's. You will stand outside all period. Or if you're me, you learn that when you hit the poles in the parking lot with your car, the pole hits back. I hope that at the end of 22,000 or so hours of calling the castle home, I can leave you, this family I call my fellow graduating seniors, with the foremost lesson this historic school has taught me. Apathy is the single driving force behind failure at any stage of life. To be complacent, to let opportunities pass you by, to turn your back on those in need, or to not care to pursue a goal for fear of it being too difficult is to turn your back on being a wildcat. So whether you be at UNC, Ames, serving our country, those of whom I cannot thank enough for your bravery, or elsewhere next year, I hope that you find your passions, the things that will define who you'll be remembered as, and I pray that you pursue them with every ounce of who you are. This is the calling of a wildcat, and what it means to carry yourself as one for the rest of your life. So as we conclude 4 long years, and I conclude perhaps the longest 4 minutes of your life, I want to congratulate you. You're well on your way. You've learned high school is nothing like the musical. The worst kinds of people walk 3 across in the hallways, and that the best are those who you feel most at home with. You discovered the right hashtags to use for more likes on your pictures, and discovered who you want to become as you grow up. You made friends, you made memories that will last a lifetime, you made choices you probably regret, and if we are being honest, you probably made out at least once or twice. You made friends, and you lost some, but we all sit here together as one cohesive unit, a family under the title of the 137th graduating class from the Greeley High School. I hope you feel ready to close the door on this chapter of your life. We've made it, class of 2017. Congratulations, and God bless you all.
Jonah Michael Vigil. Cassandra Vega Lucero, summa cum laude. Luis David Garcia, magna cum laude. Isaac Elias Ramos. Haley Nanette Terrell, summa cum laude. Linnea Chavez. Dominique Giselle Hernandez Ibarra. Rio Aphrodite Paulin, magna cum laude. Hugo Alfredo Rivas Sanchez. Jasmine Marie Martinez.